I'm Mungo Darkmatter, and welcome to Dark Matters. Today on Dark Matters, I'm going to do a quick overview on the new blocks in Minecraft 1.8. Alright, let's get started. The first blocks here are called Prez Marine. And if you look right here, this is actually called a sea lantern. It's not Prez Marine. And if we go, let's switch to night real quick. You'll see it's glowing. It's the only block here that's glowing. Alright, back to daylight. Now all these blocks in this first section here can be found in the ocean monuments. So first we had the sea lanterns, and let's move down here to Prez Marine. Prez Marine can be made out of Prez Marine shards, which are dropped by guardians in the ocean monuments, or you can mine it from the ocean monuments because parts of the ocean monuments are made out of Prez Marine. Of course, you've got to kill the elder guardians in the ocean monument to be able to mine these, because what happens is they give you something called ocean sickness, which slows you down in mining, and you won't be able to mine them until you kill the elder guardians. The next set here are Prez Marine brick, and they are made out of Prez Marine. And the final one is dark Prez Marine, which is crafted out of Prez Marine shards and ink from octopus. Alright, let's go to the next section here. Next section is kind of normal stone, but it's some new types of stone. You've got granite here, and you've got polished granite. And all you have to do with each one of these next three to make the polished version is add 4 of the non-polished versions together, just like you would make smooth sandstone. Next one is diorite, and the third one is andesite. And each of them have a raw and a polished version, and the polished version looks more like blocks. Alright, the next section here is new but not new. It's red sandstone, and basically you craft this stuff just like you would regular sandstone. It just happens to be red, and you would find it in areas where you would find red sand as opposed to just the normal sand. Alright, the next section down here, it's not new at all, but the new thing about this section here is you can craft these stones now, and you could not craft them before. First we have carved stone, and you can craft those by stacking 2 stone brick slabs together. This one on the end is mossy cobblestone, and right here is mossy stone, and you can craft those by taking vines and putting them with cobblestone, or taking vines and putting them with stone brick. And the final thing right here is cracked stone brick, and you actually make that by taking stone brick and cooking it in a furnace, and it will crack it. Alright, now the final set of new blocks here are what I would classify as weird blocks. We've got sponges, we've got wet sponges and dry sponges. Now, dry sponges can suck up water, and the wet sponges you can find underwater, and you can find them in the ocean temples as well, or around there, I guess. In order to get the dry sponge, you have to take the wet sponge and heat it up. Now, the interesting thing is if you heat up the wet sponge and your fuel gets exhausted, like say you take 1 wet sponge and put a plank in with it, and the plank, as soon as the plank burns up and the fire's still going, if you put a bucket in there, it will fill with water after the sponge is processed. So you can actually get water from these as well. The dry sponges you can use to sponge up water. Like if you want to get rid of a bunch of water, if you have a bunch of dry sponges, they will suck up water. You just put them in the water and they suck the water up, and then you can process it and get buckets of water out of it. So that's kind of an interesting new block. Now, the weirdest of all blocks are the slime blocks, which are made out of slime balls. It takes 9 slime balls to make 1 slime block. And the interesting thing about slime blocks is you can they bounce. They're like a trampoline. And to give a little better demonstration, let me go over here. I've put some slime things down here, and you'll see I bounce way up when I jump off of there. So the higher up you are, the farther you will bounce on the slime block. And actually, let me get up here again. Kind of fell off. Let me show you one more time real quick. So if I jump down here, see how far I jump up? And we'll do it one more time. And this time I will change the view. Alright, let's see what it's like. So I bounced way up there. Alright, so those are the new blocks in Minecraft 1.8. I'm Mungo Darkmatter, and this has been Dark Matters. And whatever you do, enjoy playing Minecraft. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.